name is Raul Machado. I'm Brazilian. I was studying the State University of Campinas in Brazil, and I decided to do a PhD here at the Politècnica University of Valencia. Well, I had always this dream to pursue a scientific career, since I was very little, since I was 15, I was already engaged in scientific Olympiads, and I really wanted to go into a chemistry degree, to pursue a chemistry degree. So as in Brazil right now, there are a lot of opportunities, especially in the university I'm studying, which is the best one in Latin America, but it has limitations, especially for experimental careers such as mine. There are problems, for example, such as shortage of equipment, and we have lack of chemical reactants. So I decided to go to a place that I could go on with more resources, and I was checking out several universities in Europe. In the one here, they go with the specific theme that I like to study, which is catalysts and industrial chemical reactions. For me, going out of Brazil, not only the scientific career, which is great, I managed to improve my network of scientists, I managed to meet a lot of people, but also the intercultural exchange, which I think it's fundamental. Science nowadays is not done by one person, it's done by a network of people. And by managing to interact with different cultures and learning new languages, you kind of improve your abilities to communicate with several different type of people. First of all, I have to say that this is a statement, my PhD is being carried out during the COVID-19 pandemics, which is creates a different perspective for everyone. And the other fact is that I arrived on February. I didn't arrive at the beginning September, so I didn't manage to live a full life as a PhD student, a common one. But I should say that I lacked some kind of integration activities, because I work at ITQ, which is the Technological Institute of Chemistry, but I didn't participate, I didn't engage into activities that engage a lot of PhD students. And I did want to share this experience, because of course it's nice to meet other chemistry students, but it would be nice as well to meet other people that are doing transversal activities, which is one of the mandatory things to do, and to meet all of them. I think it lacked a little bit of these activities. I would like to engage into more activities like this. Yeah, of course, leaving your country and going to a new one, always a lot of challenges will come up in the middle of the way. I think the first one was looking out for a place to live. I think what helped me a lot that I managed to communicate with my supervisor, and he sent an email to the institutional one, to everyone, saying a new Brazilian student is coming. Can anyone host him at least for a few weeks? Of course, as I am Brazilian, my mother language is Portuguese, which even though it's very alike Spanish, it's not the same language. And one of the first barriers is the language. So manage to communicate, to fully communicate, because one thing is that what you think you're trying to say, another thing is what people get of your ideas. So at the beginning it was hard, so I definitely recommend for students that don't go to a country that they don't speak the language, to engage into a kind of course, a language course, in order to be better understood in the destination country. I think maybe because of the language and I didn't properly searched, I did discover the information back in Brazil, but afterwards I discovered that in the UPV website they have this special website. They have these special spaces there that you can look out for some information. So I lacked a little bit of more information to arrive. It would be nice how to handle, for example, as I'm not Brazilian, it would be nice to know how to handle the paperwork, the bureaucracy, because it's frustrating that you arrive in a new country and you want to start either visiting the city, you want to enjoy the new country, new culture, or you want to start your PhD, but you have to engage into paperwork, which is kind of boring. So it would be nice to have at least a network of people that already had passed this and would be a guide, a tutor to help you out. Well, I think one major problem of our generation nowadays is the sabotage complex. Like you start sabotaging yourself even before starting the project. That happened to me a lot. Like, and I managed like to avoid this and think maybe I can do it. And like if you go like to social media and to blogs, there are a lot of people that like report this. They initially had thought that they would not be able, and they are. Like so first of all, like get rid of this underdog complex, and then like read a lot. Like you have to read the editorial, like the papers, like especially the scholarship ones that if you attain the conditions or not. Like be very attentive into the information they release online, and like check out, like for example YouTube. Like there are a few YouTubers nowadays that they report their daily life, and that would help a lot, like to know that you are capable, like to look out for someone that can inspire you somehow. I'm during like my PhD under the La Caixa program. La Caixa is a bank that they run out like a scholarship program for PhD students, but I would like to do like an inception of, because I'm already a mobility student, like I'm not from here, but it would definitely be cool like to go somewhere else and to spend some time, especially to improve my social and professional network. I would definitely go. It's like I'm also a great lover of language. Really like to learn languages. It would be nice to either go, for example, to the UK or to Germany to either improve my English or to learn a little bit more of German. But like leave a little bit Spain, maybe go to somewhere else where I can leave my comfort zone and try to learn a different culture, different language. I was in Brazil, but like there are these scholarships here in Europe, like especially this one the one that I got, which is the La Caixa one. La Caixa is a bank in Catalonia, and they run out like 2 different types of scholarships. Without this scholarship, I would not be here. Like I was not born with la cuchara de plata en la boca, as they say in Spanish. Like I was not born in a golden cradle. So I didn't have like enough resources to come here to Spain. So without this scholarship, it would definitely be impossible. And they run out this program like that they invite students, like they have this retaining, which is aimed for students living in Spain, and incoming, which is for students like that live outside of Spain, and this program is aimed to gather these students to come to work in excellence research institutes here in Spain. So that's the one that I got. Yes, like thankfully this one, usually the PhD scholarships are sufficient, are enough, especially in Valencia, which is not like one of those very expensive European cities, right? Like Valencia is affordable in what it can be for European standards, and my scholarship is enough to handle like the prices here in Valencia. Cultural shocks, I think they are inevitable, especially like even if you are migrating to neighbor countries such as Brazil and Argentina or Belgium and France. You will always face cultural shocks, and that's okay. I think that's like the challenge should not be something that freezes you, but something that like inspires you to move on. Of course, like what's really nice is that like even though they are different countries, Brazil and Spain, like we are very close into the like the very warm relations between people. I really like how like it's very easy, especially taking account the universitary environments. It's very easy to find new friends and to talk about like life and daily stuff. So like in order to inspire people like to move out of their comfort zone, like I would say like that at first I was very afraid as well of leaving, of course, leaving my country, leaving my family, my friends, my social constellation was in my country. But the sensation that I would go to a different country to meet different people, like and learn different languages and inspire and meet new inspiring people, like that definitely inspired me at first, and that definitely moved me out of my comfort zone, and I definitely don't regret what I did.